What's up, my wizards? Dev from SBMTG, along with my buddy
Tony.
My buddy Tony, and we're here to review Oath of the Gatewatch for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
Right. We're gonna do red today. Red's not like. We'll see. We'll talk about red. let's go ahead and launch into it here with a card that is fairly impressive to me, at least. I think we're at odds here. But this is Chandra, Flamecaller. We'll go ahead and throw her up here. I have been testing this card a lot in just big red, and I've really liked the results in that deck. She's the card I'm always looking for, but I want to tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel.
I feel like in 3 months, Sarkin is going to rotate.
Okay.
And Chandra Flamecaller might have a spot if Jeskai Black remains any kind of thing.
Well, it won't.
Probably not.
We'll lose Crackling Doom. It's gone.
Yeah.
Crackling Doom and a bunch of stuff, actually. We lose Crackling Doom, Soulfire Grandmaster, Manus Rider, Jeskai Charm. It's a wrap for Jeskai Black. What's really, really good, my favorite thing about the card, the reason I'm always looking for it, is that the zero ability works in such a way that you see 3 cards a turn if you have no cards in your hand. Because you'll draw a card, assuming you have no cards. Yeah. You'll draw a card, and if you don't like that card, then you can always basically discard and draw 2 more. Yeah. So seeing 3 cards a turn is actually like incredibly powerful. That's very, very good. She can win the game by herself. She does a lot. So far, I've enjoyed playing with the card, but we'll have to see if it goes anywhere, like you said, before rotation. Yeah, we'll have to see.
This is Tyrant of Valakut, and this is... Ugh.
It's a bad card.
Yeah.
Card's bad.
That's okay. They made this bad card so we would know what bad cards look like.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And this is the face of a bad card.
I'm not even sure if this is a true statement, but it has the cut of the jib of an intro pack rare. You know what I mean? I feel like you can surge it for 5, but it's like you still have to pay 5. It's like 6 or 7 mana. Yeah. Even if you're surging it, it's bad. The card is fairly bad. Speaking of bad cards, this is Oath of Chandra. I wonder how much hate I just got in the comment section for that. I do not like this card. I'm sorry, guys. I get that it's Lightning Strike, but it doesn't hit them. I get that. Right now, Draconic Roar is just a much better card than this. How do you feel?
I actually feel somewhat similar. Draconic Roar is a much better card, but 3 damage to target creature for a red spell, and a little bit of upside for the Planeswalker thing.
This actually has one of my favorite Planeswalker upsides of any of the oaths. So, and it's Planeswalker entered the battlefield. I like how they worded that, because it's not like if you played a Planeswalker or something. Because that means this works with like Origins Planeswalkers when they flip. And this actually works fairly well with Fire of Kaladesh, that Chandra. Yeah. But the only problem is like that Chandra's already pretty bad. This is opposite curve. Because you play this and then you play the Chandra usually. But if you play it after you played your Chandra, it's a red spell. It does damage. You tap your Chandra. I mean, it definitely makes some sense. But it doesn't push that card over the top. And this card just still looks so bad to me. Am I wrong?
Honestly, no, not really. Like, Oath of Chandra is fairly bad. I'm just trying to make an argument for it because I like Chandra. I really want to like Chandra.
Yeah, I want to as well.
And like this spell and everything. I would like to work this into some kind of thing, but really it's just a win more card.
Yeah. Like the Super Friends Oath deck, it's not even going to play red. Why would that deck play red? So it's like this card is fairly inconsequential in that deck, like a Planeswalker deck. So, I mean, maybe we'll say mono red Planeswalkers. But that's the dumbest sounding thing I've ever heard. So I'm just not, I don't know. At the end of the day,
I mean, come on, man. You get Sarkin, you get Chandra.
You get the other Chandra. People are talking about Tybalt might show back up in Shadows.
Oh, God.
Like they'll finally make a good Tybalt, and like, whatever. So mono red Planeswalker sounds hilarious, but it's not gonna happen. So I don't hate the card. I want people to tell me why I'm wrong. Yeah. So like I'm sure people are already doing this. They pause the video and they're commenting as we speak. But in the comment section, let me know why I'm wrong about Oath of Chandra. It looks terrible. What is this?
oh, this is Falls of the Titans, and this is fine limited card.
Oh yeah.
And
very limited playable.
I like the idea of it in Constructed, but it's not going to happen when we have Crater's Claws because it's better.
I like Crater's Claws more too.
Yeah.
I do. And like we were talking about the green-red ramp decks, and like they don't even play Crater's Claws. Like why would they play this? You know. So seems not great. Yeah. And that's coming from a guy that I love red X spells, especially at instant speed. Mm-hmm. I should love this card, but I've been, pardon the pun, I've been burned on X spells before. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought that Ravaging Blaze was going to be amazing. And Ravaging Blaze was like, nobody plays it. I don't completely bar the card from seeing standard play. Mm-hmm. I'm just not seeing it right now.
Yeah.
You know. This is a fine card here. This is Goblin Dark Dwellers, and it may be my favorite red card in the set. But I want you to give it to me. How do you feel?
Alrighty, so here's the actual way I want to look at this card in the way that I think people should be looking at this card.
Right.
You're actually paying 2 mana for a 4/4, and then casting a 3 mana flashback spell.
I mean, you have to have the 5 mana.
You have to have 5.
Yeah.
You have to have it all at once. But that's basically what you're doing. It's
I
a
see what you mean,
sorcerer speed flashback,
yeah.
like you're getting a 2 mana 4/4 out of the deal.
Like in Big Red, I've been playing this just while we're talking about like how to play this or play philosophies on this card. I've been playing this as like a Necrotal type effect, you know, a creature that kills something when it comes into play.
Exactly.
Because like most of the time, this is going to fish out a Roaster, Fiery Impulse, or an Exquisite Firecraft.
Yeah.
You know, so most of the time it's going to be a 5 mana 4/4 with evasion that kills something when it comes in. That's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
So.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's not the greatest thing in Standard. It is not like some kind of Snapcaster Mage or Dim Protector thing or anything like that. It's not some huge power curve. It's just nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice.
What's this?
Oh, we got Embodiment of Fury. And this is just another fine limited gun.
Bread and butter.
Guys. It's great bread and butter.
Yep.
Man, this ain't even bread and butter. This is peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly time. The oldest joke in the world. Nobody can say peanut butter anymore without somebody going, peanut butter. It's kind of dumb. But this goes in the the green-red landfall deck.
Yeah.
We were talking about the green creature that does this, but that gives him vigilance instead. Mm-hmm. So this is definitely there. You know, I think in like the budget red-green landfall deck, this could be an interesting 4-drop, but it's not going to see play in like the competitive landfall. No, not at all. Just 4 drops. That deck doesn't play 4-drop. Yeah. But in the draft deck, if you end up with like 2 of these, you're a boss. This is Pyromancer's Assault. This card looks straight up bad to me. You know, maybe again in the limited Surge deck, but like nowhere else ever.
I don't even want it in the limited Surge deck.
I like it in that deck.
You're taking your turn off to cast a 4-mana enchantment.
Yeah, that's true. That's almost never a good idea. Yeah, that's true.
Like, even in limited.
There's not much enchantment hate in this set's limited.
Yeah.
There's some, but even like the standout enchantment hate, the one that hits, like it's a 1 green mana thing that hits, artifacts, enchantments 3 CMC or less. It doesn't hit this. So that's fine. It's the incremental advantage is strong with this. But again, you only get the 1 activation a turn. It's kind of sucky. Yeah, you might be right. 4-mana enchantments aren't great. But I might play it if I'm drafting that deck specifically, and I can get like 2 of them. Because this card's gonna go around. No one's drafting this. It might be sort of good. Okay. This might be like top 3 red cards in the set. Go ahead.
I get why it's so good. Having a nice red anthem effect like this. Oh, this is a Reckless Bushwhacker. Reckless Bushwhacker. That actually adds so much flavor to the effects there.
It's like Goblin Bushwhacker. Like, that creature already exists. It's a 1-drop, you know?
Yeah.
There's subtle differences here. I actually like this guy more. I just like that he has natural built-in haste and he has 2 power. That's good.
It is a goblin. It is a warrior. It is an ally. We also have Subterranean Scouts, so we can make things like Goblin Power Driver unblockable.
Unblockable.
And then drop this guy, get an extra boost. He has haste, so he'll be able to swing right away. Plus,
like
surge cost will go off and everything. Give everybody the anthem. Like, yeah, this could be a huge piece for the go wide deck.
Yeah, the big boy thing to do with this that everyone wants to do is 4th turn pile driver into surge cost for bushwhacker. Mm-hmm. You know, and then you can swing with everything because everything gains haste. You know, pile driver gains haste, swing, and it gets huge. You know, and if you've 3rd turn, say you could have Hordling outbursted. 2nd turn you could have dragon foddered. You know, just so many. If you go wide with that's an amazing 4th turn play. Oh yeah. So goblins could be a thing if only because of this card. Mm-hmm. So I am a huge fan. This next card is Tears of Valakut, and this is the sideboard tech against Ojutai.
No, man, that's Rending Volley. Technically slightly better than Rending Volley because it's 5 damage, so it can take out Dragon Guard, Silumgard as well.
Yeah, it can take out 5 power or 5 toughness flyers too.
Yeah.
But could be pretty important. So once Rending Volley rotates, I will put that caveat. Obviously, Rending Volley is 1, but once Rending Volley rotates, this will be the sort of go-to. Card will see definite sideboard play.
Next up, we've got Kazul's Toll Collector, and I mean it's fine for a 3-mana 3/2, just fine. Yeah.
All right. I like this in limited, but I don't like it in constructed. Everyone talks about the Red X equipments deck.
Yeah.
In constructed.
This is the one creature that makes it okay to play equipments because he can equip them to himself
for free.
Yeah.
But I've been brewing up the red white or Mardu equipments deck, and this guy's like the first thing I cut. He just doesn't. He's not there for standard play. If he had like Menace, that might be awesome. But he's not quite good enough to play in standard. There are some things he opens up. He allows you on the 3rd turn to play him and obviously go ahead and equip something without having to spend any mana. Yeah. But on the 4th turn, he allows you to equip something and still play something on curve for that turn, which is fairly important. But as far as that deck goes, I don't want to play this. Not really. I just feel like we've got a lot of better drops that are even lower on curve than this. Mm-hmm. So he's the first thing I cut from that deck. But in limited, I think he's really good for the equipment's deck in draft, specifically draft. This is Press into Service. It's the threaten effect.
Yeah. With support too, and I mean that's okay.
That's it though.
Yeah.
That's the whole card.
It's 5 mana. I wish it was 4.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like really, really good. Mm-hmm. But as it stands, it's just there's one of these in every red.
Yeah.
Like in every set, there's one of these. So. Oh, this card. This card seems okay.
Oh, next up we've got Devouring Flames, and this one is not bad, but I still don't like it.
Sorcery speed is kind of lame.
Yeah. Sorcery speed, you have to return a land you control, so you're back a land.
It's terrible tempo.
Yeah, I mean, I get it though. It's for when you gotta kill something.
Mm-hmm. I get the landfall. I get those things,
Yeah, I get that all that stuff is a thing, but that doesn't change the fact that this spell is not really where I want to be with that.
Not really. But
now, in limited, it's a fine piece of removal.
Oh, in limited, I think this card's more than fine.
Yeah. Alright, this time around we've got a Comb Flameseeker, and I mean, it's another fine 3-mana 3/2. It happens to be an ally, which might be relevant for red-white allies, I suppose. His cohort isn't bad, but it really sucks that you have to discard before you draw.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Means you have to have another card.
Yep. It's like you might discard something halfway decent looking for something good, and you just get a land.
Yeah.
So, unless you're looking for a land, maybe you are. You have to have him and another guy before you can even do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like you said, it's 3-mana 3 power guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have a hard time carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's my problem. Up next is Brute Strength. Fine combat trick.
Mm-hmm.
Fine combat trick. Does it make standard?
It's not 1 mana, and it doesn't let you scry.
Yeah, right. It's certainly no Titan Strength.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't give you the trample, which I guess is good.
So, once Titan Strength is gone, maybe.
Maybe. But that deck won't exist. in just a couple of months, when Shadows comes out,
Yeah.
that deck, as we know, will not exist because we lose Monastery Swiftspear, which is huge. Honestly, it's terrible, terrible to lose that card. And we lose some other things, but the big loss is Swiftspear. So that deck, as we know, it won't exist. We also lose Become Immense.
Yeah.
So it's like that deck's gone. Oh, Temur Battle Rage. We lose that. The deck is done.
This is Cinder Hellion. And, 5 mana, 4/4 trample. Yay. It's common.
It's common.
Yeah.
Well, I like that it has an enter the battlefield trigger. We've seen a couple things like this, but it's usually like when they die.
Yeah.
But I like, it seems okay, I guess. It's very solid for limited.
Yeah.
Super solid limited common. Up next is Spark Mage's Gambit, and, how do you feel? Is this sideboard tech or not?
Honestly, I don't think this is sideboard tech. I don't think much of it. We have something else out there that's like the same thing, but it also targets players, I want to say.
Twin Bolt?
Yeah, Twin Bolt.
Like, I guess that they can't block this turn could matter.
Could. But I would also just rather be able to target players.
Right.
Because that can be redirected at planeswalkers and everything. Like, everything there just...
Much better.
Yeah.
And nobody plays Twin Bolt.
Yep.
Nobody plays that.
So
we'll see. This is Zada's Commando, yet another just perfectly fine bread and butter limited common.
Yep.
2 mana, 2/1. First strike is especially good. In this set, especially, we see a lot of 2 toughness guys, even guys with 3 power and 2 toughness. So First strike is good. I guess the cohort is okay.
Not really.
Yeah.
Like, it helps in those stalemates. But in limited, if you're in a stalemate match, like,
that does happen.
Yeah.
In sealed especially, these big long games do happen.
Yeah, then that, can be okay, because you can still do it, like, end of turn and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not bad. Not the worst thing.
Yeah.
Not great, but not the worst thing.
Put it this way, if it was a 2 mana, 2/1 first strike ally, I'd play it. With no other ability.
Yeah.
So, playable. Definitely playable.
Oh, yeah.
What's this card?
Expedite. Yay, red cantrips.
Yay, red cantrips.
Oh, and it gives haste. Okay, so this is like the perfect red cantrip.
Yeah.
We had one before, and it was the only extra part to it was it made the creature red as well.
Yeah, some wisps, crimson wisps. That's
Yeah,
what
crimson wisps.
Yeah, I didn't see hardly any play.
Dude, it's part of a combo deck.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is a combo. It's part of a combo deck.
Yeah.
And it did see play in like some Reanimator builds and stuff. The Reanimator likes cards like that. So, enable Surge, if that's what you're doing in limited.
In limited, yeah.
I cut this part out of the spoiler video. But you know what deck really likes 1 mana cantrips of this nature? Sphinx's Revelation. A lot. Like a lot. Not Sphinx's Revelation, Sphinx's Tutelage. Sphinx's Tutelage.
Yeah.
And you don't have to target one of your guys, you can target one of the guys. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
And it's instant speed.
Instant
Draw
speed.
1.
Yep.
Yep.
So, I mean, just that, it could work. It could totally work.
Oh, yeah.
That deck is always looking for stuff. So, it's a thought.
That one and the blue one, it's right there at the top of my list.
Yep.
As soon as I get access to them, it's going to happen.
It's going down. Meet me at the mall. This is Goblin Freerunner. Perfectly fine and limited, which most of these red cards are. If you haven't noticed, we keep saying, so that's a trend, the limited thing. Red seems like a fine color in limited, especially if you're trying to go quicker, than a lot of the other colors. That's the bread and butter. That's what red does. So the red cards in limited look really, really good, but people are talking about this for constructed play. I don't see that at all. I just think there's way better options. Heel Cutter is a better option than this.
Not only that, but like, Surge doesn't actually give the creature haste or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
So,
that's
what I feel like Surge should have been. Instead of it being like instants and sorceries and creatures and all the way around, I think it should have just been like, you get this guy cheaper and haste.
I want it on spells, man. I want Surge on spells. Sorry. I want it on spells more than creatures.
So
Although I will say, like, the spells I like with Surge are all, or the stuff I like with Surge is like mostly creatures. That goblin we talked about a little while ago with Surge, Bushwhacker, he's freaking amazing. Like, that guy he might be my favorite Surge card. So, but Free Runner is, again, just fine, limited common, playing, ally, whatever. So,
yeah,
I like it in limited a lot. I do. But
it's another 4-mana 3/2
with Menace. Yeah, there's a lot of 3/2s in this set. That's what I'm saying. A 2-power first strike is amazing.
Yeah.
In a land of 3/2s.
Oh, we got Boulder Salvo, and this thing is bad.
I'm so mad at this card.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how mad I am at this card. Like, freaking... This could have been 4 mana instead of 5. Alright, Surge 2, creatures or players, and it would have been okay. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't have broken the format. I promise you it wouldn't have broken the format. It could have been uncommon. That would have been okay. I don't know why you have to cost this so high. Make it sorcery speed and only creatures. Like, they're just... It's so bad. It's so bad. Limited playable. It is.
You get it because you have to.
Right. It's removal, you play it.
Yeah. You won't be happy about it.
It's removal that destroys like 90% of the cards in the format. But it's so bad. I just hate. Like, as soon as you started seeing Surge mechanic, people were like, "Oh, there's going to be like a bolt or something," And that's what we got, and it's bad, and I'm not happy. Are you happy?
Mm-mm.
I didn't think so. I just wanted to drag out this hate a little bit because I am. Up next is Kozilek's Return, and I am much happier about this card. This maybe best red card in the set.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Modern playable, Neutron decks.
Well, no, I mean Storm Chaser Mage is the best red card.
Well, purely red. Yeah, you're. You might be right. This instantly sees standard play. Is 2 different board wipe effects on the same card. Wiping the board against aggro on the 3rd turn, and then wiping it again on like the 5th or 6th is just
crushing.
They're done.
Yeah.
They are done, son. And like, what did you say about Ulamog? What's better than playing an Ulamog?
Wiping. Okay, what's better than playing an Ulamog is wiping the board when you cast him while exiling 2 of their lands. Just
You're right.
Like, completely screwing him over. He's just going, can I win yet? Like, are you scooping?
Are you scooping right now? Because like you wipe the board and like you either get 2 of their lands or you get like a planeswalker. You know what I mean? Like what? Like Kozilek's Return, and we're just talking about strictly with Ulamog here. But Kozilek's Return is good. Period. Like even if you in the course of one game you only play it once and you don't ever get the other, the 5 damage off of it.
Yeah.
Even if you only get the Pyroclasm effect, it's still amazing. You still played it at instant speed, by the way. That's good. Some people would argue Radiant Flames is better, But in most situations, I think that you're going to want to play Return. Obviously, like 4 and 5 color control decks are probably going to play Radiant Flames still, But Kozilek's Return in a lot of decks just looks instantly better. Instant speed is ridiculous. And just being able to possibly wipe the board twice is just... There's a reason the card is mythic.
Yeah.
There is. Modern playable? Tron decks or something?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, they still just want to play Pyroclasm there because having it for 2 instead of 3 is still that big.
In Modern, that's really important. Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, well, I'll withhold judgment on that, too. There's a lot of people saying Modern, but you're right. You're right about Pyroclasm there.
I mean, it would not surprise me to see it in Modern, but Pyroclasm just seems like the more likely thing to stay around.
What is this card in front of us here?
That's going to be Eldrazi Obligata, and it's an Eldrazi with a threaten effect, and that's okay.
No, this is good. Card's good.
Really?
Oh yeah, they threw haste on it too. They just threw haste on it, right? And if you pay 5 mana for it, you get a 3-power hasty dude, and you take their best creature who also swings.
Fair enough.
It seems good. It's a really good 5-drop. And it's a fine 3-drop, you know, a 3-power guy, 3 mana with haste.
Yeah.
It seems fine in like the black-red aggro deck, you know? The black-red Eldrazi aggro deck. I don't know where else it's going to see any play, you know? In Limited, obviously, I feel like this is not a bomb or anything. It's a really reliable creature in Limited.
Yeah. So. Gotcha.
Yeah. Anything? Art's crazy.
Yeah, the art is... Every Eldrazi art is always awesome, though.
Yeah,
it's so crazy and freaky out there.
Creative. But there's there's a lot of awesome looking Eldrazi in this set. This looks like a really twisted version of like Potter's Patronus. You know what I mean?
God.
That's how I look at it. Like if Voldemort's Patronus was also a stag.
It would be that.
Look like that. This is Immobilizer Eldrazi, and I have to read it. Oh, it's this thing. Okay, yeah. In Standard, the Black-Red Eldrazi deck, I have heard talk of using this. It's because it's a 2-mana, 2-power guy. That's where you want to be in aggro. And Siege Rhinos can't block.
Yeah.
If you use its ability. A couple of other things, but mostly the big deal is Siege Rhino. And other Eldrazi can't block.
Why would Siege Rhinos be held back to block?
Siege Rhino does attack very often. Very, very often. That's
I always see it turn sideways.
But, you know, basically, the Siege Rhino is the one that everyone keeps talking about. This card, you know. But there are other examples in the format. You know, Oblivion Sower, things like that. Which is usually also attacking. What is?
Oh, we got that Eldrazi
Agretha. He's probably solid.
I mean, 3 mana, 2/3s are usually good in Limited.
Yeah. A little gravy, you know. If you have a colorless guy, he's got haste. You know.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, I don't really care about like a 2/3 having haste, but whatever. You know.
I mean, maybe you're on that aggro plan.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing aggro, then if you can play him on the 3rd turn and swing in with him, you're pressuring them pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, so that's not bad. But he seems like he'd end up in the deck like pretty late in the building process. You know. So,
yeah, this is true.
But he's solid. He is solid. Oh, I love this card. Okay, this is Consuming Sinkhole, and I don't think this really sees Standard play outside of sideboards. But we don't know how big the person lands are going to be, the man lands. We don't know how big the man lands are going to be, and if the man lands are in like every deck, then this gets really good.
Oh, they're going to be because we're going to be losing fetch lands
very soon, right?
Yeah, in 3 months we lose fetch lands.
Right.
Freaking man lands and BFZ lands are going to be everywhere because
that's all we have.
Yeah.
You know?
So Crumble to Dust isn't going to be bad.
The Consuming Sinkhole?
Crumble to Dust and Consuming Sinkhole.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like both of them
Crumble to Dust from
BFZ
BFZ.
Go up a little bit just because you're going to be you're going to have more reasonable targets for them. Like right now with fetch lands, we're able to get by with running, 2-ofs on the BFZ lands.
Yeah, exactly. You usually don't see much more than that.
Yeah.
Know? Once we get into like two color decks, I think we may see more.
Exactly. Then we can start seeing like 4 to 8, depending on the deck.
Right. 4 of battle landed, 4 of man land.
Yeah.
So man lands are going to be a thing right now, but in 3 months, you're right. Release fetches, they'll be even more of a thing. So exiling a land creature is great.
Yeah.
That's good. And just having the option to do full damage, instant speed to the face is also very good. So it's a common at instant speed with a choose effect.
Yep.
That's a solid card. Mm-hmm. That's a fine card, my friend. What is this garbage?
This is Reality Hemorrhage, and meh.
It is terrible.
This is not the burn spell we're looking for.
Nope. These are not the burn spells. This is...
That 2 needs to be a 3. If that was a 3, I would be fine.
Yep. If it were a 3, it'd be like better than Lightning Strike. And Wizards can't have that. They just had no way, right? The history of 2-mana cards that deal 2 to them. All right, we get Split Second, which I forget what it's called, but it's the one with Split Second. 2 mana, 2 damage, but they can't respond to it.
Yeah.
You can't respond to it. Magma Jet is obviously like probably the best 2 mana, 2 damage card we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right? This is just 2 mana, 2 damage.
Yeah.
Like, especially in Standard, there's no protection from red. There's no protection from red. Who cares? So, like, I hate that this card exists. It's fine and limited. More than fine and limited. But that is 2. Not just one, but 2 burn spells that they screwed up. Mm-hmm. And I am not happy about that.
Mm-mm. So much hate for this.
Boo!
Color.
Boo! This is the last red card we'll cover. What is this?
Oh, this is Mauve Kozilek, and we're done.
Yep. Yeah, we're done.
Like, that's it.
Yep. I mean, Mauve Kozilek, I will say this, it can be like a...
it's a limited mana sink, and okay, cool.
Yeah, it can be a 6-power guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
whatever. Fine. It's fine. But red, if you can't tell, we're not like super stoked on red. I think it's a fine limited color. But standard playability. Let's look at our top 5 here. Consuming Sinkhole probably doesn't belong in that top 5. Kozilek's Return might be number 1.
Expedite.
Expedite's in the top 5?
Yes.
Let's see if we find 4 other cards better. We already know Kozilek's Return. God, I'm getting close to the top.
Dude, it's a red cantrip spell, like, in standard. That opens doors for, like, different combo style decks and whatnot. At least for the next 3 months while we still have Jeskai Ascendancy. Like, Jeskai Ascendancy functions that much better with more 1-mana games.
Maybe. It's no Faithless Looting. You know?
No, it's no Faithless Looting.
Bushwhacker.
Yeah.
He's in my top 5. He's in my top 5. Goblin Dark Dwellers. Probably like number 5 or 4. But he's in there.
I can put him at 5. 5 for 5.
Oath of Chandra does not make my top 5. And then Chandra Flamecaller is in the top 5 too. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'd probably put it like Kozilek's Return, and then maybe the Bushwhacker. Maybe. Kozilek's Return, maybe the Bushwhacker, and then Chandra, you could flip their order. And then I'd do Goblin Dark Dwellers, and yeah, maybe Expedite. Maybe, yeah, red's bad. Red's bad.
Told you, man.
Yeah, I mean, we get like maybe 2 or 3 standard playable stuff. So we'll see. That's our thoughts on red. Let us know if you love red, and we're awful at evaluating cards. That would be awesome to let us know because we like all your advice. Or if we're spot on, let us know. Or if you hate cards that we like, that's also let us know. Just do all the things: like, share, comment, subscribe. And we will see you guys in black, which I think is a much, much better color in this set.
I can't wait till we get to black.
Yeah, black might be the standout color in the set. Which is dumb because we're about to go to Innistrad, and black's going to be good in Innistrad. So it's like, what are you doing? I'm Deb from SBMTG.
I'm Tony.
And we'll see you there, man. Thanks for watching, my wizards.